Welcome to your tapping session on the winter blues. I know that this is a particularly difficult time of year for so many people, myself included. It gets dark, we lose motivation, we feel really sad and depressed and isolated and lonely. And if that's you, know that you're not alone. But let's tap to help release some of that pent up emotion and tension in the body. This tapping session is not going to cure you if you have seasonal affective disorder. However, tapping can help downregulate the nervous system, lower the stress hormone cortisol, and just in general help you bring you back into your body, feel more relaxed, calm, and at ease, which, if you're feeling this way, can certainly help. Hi, if you're new to my channel, my name is Liz. I am a certified EFT practitioner with a background in holistic nutrition. And one of the things that I love to do is use EFT and nervous system regulation to help you address things like limiting beliefs, subconscious blocks, so that you can feel more calm and confident to show up for the life that you desire. So let's get started with our tapping session. So I invite you to find a comfortable seated position, both feet on the floor, and just take a nice deep breath for me. Really feel that breath enter the diaphragm and expand your belly out. Coming into our bodies, coming into this present moment. And I just ask you to notice these feelings that you are experiencing. Maybe it's sadness, maybe it is loneliness, winter blues, however you want to label this emotion right now. I want you to tune into your physical body and just notice what sensations are there in response to these emotions. Okay. And if you're new to this work, I know that sometimes this can be a little more challenging. A lot of us spend a lot of time up here and not a lot of time in our bodies, but tapping really is working with the body. It is a somatic based practice, meaning with the body, working with the body. And it really speaks the language of the nervous system. Our nervous system is subconscious. Remember, it does not use our thoughts, do not control it. We cannot tell it to turn on or turn off. By tapping and using the body, it is speaking the language, the somatic language that the nervous system understands, which is really physical sensation. So just notice, that was a long-winded explanation to get you to notice where you're feeling these physical sensations in your body. If you're feeling them in more than one location, know that that's perfectly normal. But just to tune in to wherever the sensation feels most intense, if that is the case for you. So maybe you feel it in your throat and your chest, but you notice that your throat feels more intense. That's the one I want you to tune into. And once you've identified the type of sensation, if it's heavy, if it's tingly, really describe it to yourself and then rate the intensity on a scale of 0 to 10, where 10 is the most intense. Tapping is always the most effective when we are really tuning into our specific experience, using our own language and describing the truth of how we're feeling. So if I'm saying something in this tapping script that doesn't quite land with you, know that you can change and adjust the language to really accurately reflect how you are feeling. So we're going to start at the side of the hand. This camera angle isn't great for that. We're going to start at the side of the hand, and you can just tap where I tap and repeat after me again, unless whatever I'm saying doesn't resonate, in which case say whatever it is that it reflects what you're feeling. Taking a deep breath and kind of settling in. Even though I'm having a really hard time this time of year, I feel sad, hopeless, empty even. I choose to hold compassion for myself and all of these feelings. Staying at the side of the hand, even though these feelings are so intense. They're so heavy. And I feel them in my body. And just describe to yourself where that is. I choose to accept myself even with these heavy feelings. Staying at the side of the hand one last time, even though the darkness outside feels like it's creeping inside. I choose to embrace even my heaviest emotions and hold compassion for them and for myself. Moving to the top of the head. This time of year is so hard. Eyebrow. It is dark and miserable outside. Side of the eye. And it can feel that way inside too. Under the eye. I feel so sad all the time. Under the nose. It feels like I'm just trying to survive each and every day. Under the mouth. I've lost touch with the joy in my life and my motivation to even try. Collarbone. I feel so isolated in these feelings. Remembering to breathe, okay? Under the arm. I just want to crawl into bed and stay there. Moving back to the top of the head. These heavy emotions. Eyebrow. They can be really hard to navigate. Side of the eye. I can barely concentrate, and I just feel so hopeless. Under the eye. And I'm just taking a moment right now to acknowledge these feelings. You're doing great. Under the nose. To lean into them even though it feels really uncomfortable. Under the mouth. Because it is safe for me to acknowledge the truth of how I'm feeling. Collarbone. And the truth is I'm feeling pretty crappy. Under the arm, and that's perfectly okay. There is nothing wrong with me. Moving back to the top of the head now for one last round. But even though these feelings can be hard to be with, eyebrow, maybe there is space for them as well as space for some joy. Side of the eye. Maybe that joy feels really far away right now, and that's okay. Under the eye. But maybe I could look for even just a little bit of joy today, no matter how small. Even just a sliver, the tiniest spark. Under the nose. And maybe I can't. And no matter what is true for me right now, it's okay. Under the mouth. I choose to know that these feelings aren't forever. Even though sometimes it can really feel that way. Collarbone. I can choose to believe that I have the strength to get through this. But that it's also okay to take the time I need to look after myself. Under the arm. And to make peace with myself, even with these emotions. Even when things are hard. And I choose to give myself that gift today. Great job. I'm going to take a deep breath for me. Let it go. Well done. Now, I want you to tune back into the sensation that you rated at the beginning of this session and just notice what rating you would give it now on that same scale of 0 to 10, where 10 is the most intense. Know that there is no wrong answer here, okay? Your number might have gone up, might stay the same, it might have gone down. This is all just how we reflect and gauge on where we might need to do some work. So, wherever you are on this scale, if the intensity is still higher than you would like, know that you can come back and do this session as many times as you need, whether that's right in a row or if you need to take a little break and come back to it later. The session is here as many times as you need it. I hope this helps. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next tapping video.